What would you say is the worst financial advice you've ever heard?
Warren Buffett.
What
He's for average people. He's a smart man. But I listen to him, I go,
So we actually have a video I'd love for you to react to.
Warren Buffett speaks for the average man. And my saying to you guys is, don't be average. You want to be the best at what you can do.
I want to get your thoughts on what Warren Buffett said on leverage. This is what he said.
They risked what they did have and did need. And that's foolish. That is just plain foolish. It doesn't make any difference what your IQ is. If you risk something that is important to you for something that is unimportant to you, it just does not make any sense. I don't care whether the odds are 100 to 1 that you succeed or 1,000 to 1 that you succeed. If you hand me a with 1,000 chambers, 1,000,000 chambers in it, and there's a bullet in one chamber, and you said, put it up your temple, how much do you want to be paid to pull it once?
So that's on leverage. That's why take a risk in anything if you don't need the extra money.
What was he talking about? He has the biggest leverage of all. He has an insurance company. That's massive leverage. The reason you own insurance companies is because insurance companies have to keep placing their money. You want to get rich, you buy an insurance company. He's full of shit. He's a smart guy in his field. My whole message to everybody is this: find out the best field for you. For me, it's real estate and oil. I'm very good in those two fields. And now billboards. I love gold and silver. I have a gold mine in Utah. I took it public on New York Stock Exchange. So one of my goals was to list a company on the New York Stock Exchange. So that's what entrepreneurs do. Our goals are different. The average guy says, oh, I think I'll have a well-diversified program, 401k. That's not my goal. It takes no intelligence in a 401k. To me, it's a waste of time. I can beat the 401k all the time. I'd rather have oil wells that pay me every single month. Guess what? Every month they're going to burn that oil. Every month. And every month, because they're burning that oil, I get a depletion allowance, which means I pay less tax. So I make more money and I pay less tax. To me, that's smart. To put my money in a 401k, I might as well give it to Warren Buffett. And nothing wrong with that.
No.
Buffett's a smart boy, but his thing on leverage, he's talking about the average guy. Yet he bought an insurance company, I think it was Geico or something like that. Insurance companies are the biggest leverage there is because they have to leverage their money. If you can put $200 in, they have to be able to pay you your money back later on. So he doesn't tell the whole story. And he also, he called gold rat droppings or something like that.
That was, I think, Bitcoin. He called Bitcoin rat droppings. Yeah.
He's entitled to his opinion. Fine. But each of us has to find the way that makes the most sense to them. I like Bitcoin. I like Ethereum. I like gold. I like silver. I like real estate. I like oil. I don't like stocks. If you like stocks, invest in them. But be good at it. You got to be very, very good at it. The most important thing, don't lie. You make a mistake. Mistakes are very good ways to learn. Oh, I screwed up here.
Yeah.
People who lie about their mistakes don't learn.
When it comes to investing in stocks, what do you think about investing in index funds or ETFs that just track the market?
For losers. My opinion.
Yeah.
But if you're a loser, have a good time.
Graham's a loser. Graham I like index funds.
But get me wrong. It's not exciting. It's boring as
That's why I like it, though, because I don't have to worry. I don't have to think.
It fits you.
Because here's the thing: when you're talking about owning all these rental properties and billboards, to me that just seems like mental energy that gets tied up. And again, you've said before that you do what works for you.
Yes.
And when I think about something like my rental properties, I can't stand them because when something gets fixed, I look at the bill and I think, how could I have done this for less money? Is this a good bill? I start itemizing every little thing and thinking.
You're mixing property management.
I have a property manager.
Yeah, I don't do that shit.
See, here's what bothered me. I had a refrigerator.
I don't do that shit, okay? I'm not a laborer.
how do you know that you're not getting ripped off?
Because I have good property managers.
Yeah.
Kenny McElroy is my partner. You should read his stuff,
We've been told by a few people we should have him on the show.
Yes.
The man is a freaking genius. I mean, the thing I love about Kenny, he's funny, but he's one of the smartest entrepreneurs I have ever met. So when I have a question, I talk to him. The same as my tax guys, Tom Wheelwright, Tax-Free Wealth, interview him. I want to find out oil. It's my friend Mike Maselli. So I just want the cash flow. I don't want capital gains. I don't want that. I want cash flow. I want as much debt as I can get, and I don't want to pay taxes. That's my game.
Yeah, I think when it comes to me in real estate, though, I'll give you the refrigerator example because it still bothers me after a few months. I had a refrigerator ice maker just like this that broke. And so the tenant called the property manager. The property manager sends me a bill. And I see the bill, and it's already paid, already done, but it was $1,200. And the refrigerator was worth $700. And so I said, we spent $1,200 to save a $700 refrigerator. That doesn't make sense. Where did we go wrong on this? And that little discrepancy took my focus away from doing anything else that would have yielded a higher return than me focusing on the refrigerator. And you could say, don't worry about it. It doesn't matter in the big picture. It really doesn't. But stuff like that, I can't help it. It's just how my mind works to optimize every little thing. And so the less I have on my plate and the more I could just focus on doing something like this that gives a way better ROI than that refrigerator or the property. That's the way I think of things. So I just want to outsource and just index fund.
Okay, I will say the mentality of I can't help the way that I believe, like that my mind is going to react that way,
Sure.
is a complete cop-out. You absolutely can.
That's true.
So you can choose at any given moment to feel however you want to feel. You could choose right now to be like, okay, I'm never going to think about that again. So that's a cop-out. I just want to say that. I'm not going to let you say that.
All right,
and just be like, I'm just the type of guy to get really upset when something happens. You could choose to not get upset.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
You're looking at the property management side. I look at real estate, the finance side. So who else is going to lend me? Like I borrowed, how much did I borrow last week? Oh, $25 million. Who's going to give me $25 million to buy the S&P? But real estate, they do. Debt is the way I get rich. So Buffett's saying debt is no good. That's Buffett's plan. This is a great program because what we're saying is find the way that works for you.
Mm-hmm.
You're fighting with a refrigerator. I'd rather get $25 million in cash to buy the damn place and hire a property manager.
Now, really quick here, real talk, short form content has been one of the biggest drivers of growth for the Iced Coffee Hour. We'll take our best moments and then clip them up for platforms like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and more. But let's be honest, it takes a lot of time to do it correctly. That's why tools like our sponsor Opus Clip are a game changer.
Opus Clip isn't just a clipping tool anymore, though. It's a full AI-powered video editor built for creators. It can automatically pull in your long-form YouTube videos, find the best moments, add captions, B-roll, and even schedule clips to post while you're away. It's like having a full-blown editing team, but powered by AI. Top creators like Jubilee and Darman are already using it. In fact, we already use it on the Iced Coffee Hour. If you see this clip that Togi's reacting to right now, it was made by Opus Clip. So sign up today. All you have to do is go to opus.pro/icedcoffeehour to get started. Again, that is opus.pro/icedcoffeehour, or click the link down below in the description. Seriously, guys, I could not recommend it more. Thank you so much to Opus Clip for sponsoring this episode.